Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you're making a goal to accept your body completely, you are learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 175, NASDAQ off 24, S&P's off 16, gold contract up $24.50, trading at $1,262 an ounce. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, bottom line. Gold's in an ABC structure on the way up, 13.35, 13.45, here we come. Silver, same deal, up 15 cents, $19.99 a ounce. Platinum, down $2 at $1,455 an ounce. Copper, off 5.5 pennies at $3.28 a pound. Light sweet crude, up 55 cents, trading at $97.29 a barrel. Bonds, monster move in bonds, folks. 10-year bond up 24 ticks. 124.23. That's an ABC structure on the way up. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, all of the above. 30-year, same deal, up 1.5 points, 132.09. Wide price spread, accelerated volume. They're going to the top swing highs of October. King dollar down 790 ticks at 80.51. That thing came down with 35,000 contracts going into 35, but came down hard. Euro up 148 at 136.96, and the yen down a penny and a half at 103.17. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, check it out. So, you're going into the swing point that was generated on the downdraft on the 13th of January. We came down that day with $693 million. Today, we're coming into that with 751. What I expect you're going to see here is this, folks. You have a Friday coming in tomorrow. You're going to get a small bounce out of this, and baby, you want to sell this bounce. This is the third acceleration down since the beginning of January. It has force on it. The Dow Industrials is in a confirmed ABC down. The Dow, it looks like, which is really unusual, is going to lead the baby down. Dow broke the swing point. A swing point that it broke out here was the 16,240. Broke it with conviction. We, right now, are at 16,197. And I expect, the Dow will get a little bounce also. But this correction is started. NASDAQ Composite. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting, okay? Because the Composite really went sideways. Again, you're down $24, but that's nothing, folks. And the Composite also had lighter volume. We did $2.1 billion versus the, and you're coming into, you got to bring this across to the 13th. So when you do the correlation, what you have is this. 2.1 today, the 13th we had 2.3. So you can see what happened. You had 200 million less. You're going into that area. What that sets up for me, that's saying, hey, guess what? Next week we have Apple, we have Google, we have Amazon. Give it a few more days. That's going to be the sell, folks. But the NASDAQ Composite wants to get into these highs once again. Deviant markets, baby, it's there. But guess what? This topping procedure is out here. Gold contract. Here we go. What do we have with gold? Gold ABC structure on the way up. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, all of the above. We did 194,000 contracts. You're coming into, we're at 1262. We took out the swing point. The swing point had 138,000 contracts, 117,000 contracts. This gold contract, well, here, the ABC structure itself is 1181, 62, 72, 82. Oh, isn't that pretty? 82. That's 1310. 1310 is A to B equals C to D. Bottom line, though, is that we're going to be going up to 1362. That's your swing point up there. That's game, and it's game in a big way. Bond market. We go over to the bonds. Bonds, of course, are shocking everyone. Bottom line, what we did with bonds out here is this. 10-year bond We did 1.5 million contracts. That little baby is also an ABC structure on the way up. The A point is 122.25. The B is 124.20. So you get a couple points, which will bring it up to 125.18. And the next swing point up there on November 19th is the 125.26. What I expect you're going to see, though, you're going to see this baby up at the 126.25 level. The yield on the 10-year broke the 2.8 today. We did, we're at 2.7. 30-year bond. We have with a 30-year bond is this. 30-year bond, she has also had wide price spread, accelerated volume, and an amazing move, actually. We are at 132.08, traded up to 132.20, broke the B point, broke it with volume. This 30 years on the way up to 138.08. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? She got taken south. She goes down with 34,000 contracts. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. I don't think King Dollar is actually going to break out the bottom, and this is why. King Dollar, when you have an expansion of volume and you're not close to the swing points, what ends up happening, folks, is that it runs out of a lot of energy. So I suspect what we're going to see out here tomorrow is this. The low that was generated in King Dollar, last low, is $79.50. That was generated with 35,000 contracts. We did 34 today. We're into that bar. We're into that bar by 20 ticks. You know, it's going to go into that bar more, but I suspect that's going to be the consolidation we're in. We're going to reject it again, going to go topside again, all of the above. Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Tom, did you buy the contract?
Did I buy the... No, I didn't.
Tom.
I'm loaded. Listen, man, the gold equities themselves, I'm having a field day with.
Me too, man. Me too, because, I've been watching this gold contract, like with that and natural gas, too, like a hawk. But I'm telling you, I've been meaning to call you, but I know how busy you are. I went long on the 15th.
Sweet.
You know, I couldn't resist, man. I mean, the volume was anemic. It tested it, rejected it.
It was.
And then...
and the 15th, that means that he's in, folks, between 33 and 44. It's a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah, well, my buy price is right at 12.33. So, I mean, because I put in a limit
Sweet.
order.
Perfect.
And I tell you, last night I woke up in the middle of the night because, I don't know, ever since my Army days, man, I can't sleep through the night anymore. So I get up, kind of looking at the screen about 3 o'clock in the morning, fire it up. And I'm looking at gold, and I just was grinning from ear to ear, man.
Okay, I know. Here comes.
Nice.
And it's a clean one, folks. What you have here, folks, is this. Now, you have two different things. You've been building cars. Well, first off, if you go back to, we've tested the swing point from June 3 separate times, rejected it every time. Then you have 2 separate signs of strength off the bottom. We broke above those today. So you not only have an ABC structure on the way up, all this has to do is get up about another $10, and then you also have a nice head and shoulders down at the bottom, too. So you get action, man.
Oh, huge action. Huge. You got another minute? Or you got
Yeah, absolutely.
Pull up the natural gas contract.
Yeah, I was thinking of you. I know.
Tom, anyone, and I think the world of you, man, but I just got to give credit where credit is due. Anyone that's ever read your book and has taken action on it, I'm telling you, man, when you redo the next edition on your book, you ought to have a page with this natural gas contract in there because it's got everything under the sun, to include a bi-garly, right?
Yep.
The D point on it, a hammer top on lighter volume, and then it goes up, does a 618 retracement, takes off like a rocket ship. What little bit of cash I had left, because, I liquidated my trading account and gave it to my wife for Christmas, as you know.
He gave her a beautiful, it was a, what was it again? It was
GMC Yukon Denali.
The Yukon,
man.
exactly.
Dude, I stimulated the American economy.
It's a beautiful thing, man. 60. That's right.
But it's a sweet ride. Don't get me wrong.
It's where it's at.
It's paying dividends out at the house. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I'm watching Cole, and I'm thinking to myself a couple days ago. I'm like, all right, it's ENA Thursday, the whole nine. And so what I had ended up doing was buying and what I did was real crazy, Tom. I bought a call on the contract itself.
I love it. Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, man, because of, I've helped to substantially recapitalize my account here recently. But the point I make to you is not only did you have a buy, Garley, you had a sell butterfly today right to the dollar. You had a 1.27 A to B equals C to D with a 1.618 sell butterfly.
Look at that.
Straight out of the book, man.
And that's a tiger. It got over with lighter volume. Sick.
Exactly.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow down 175. NASDAQ off 24. S&P's off 16.